Okay, that looks good. Fantastic.
And why does it look like?
Fantastic. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. We are 27 seconds in, and I am just getting started here. I was thinking maybe I should make it a little brighter, but my auto brightness is fucking with me a little bit. Oh, I know why. It's because of this. Here. God bless America. Because of this bright light coming through here. This should fix it all. Well, I kind of like that. That's kind of cool, huh? You can still see out, but it limits the light. Can you guys see out? Wow, you can still see the trees through there. Man, that's awesome. Hey, let me say hello to all of you. Trina, Luke, Amy, Randall. You got the guitar pick, Jackie? Right on. Do you know that somebody sent me an order in February for trendy paint oil? And it came through with no address. I just figured that that was somebody that maybe I had given oil to and they just wanted to pay me $35. And I was like, cool. No address. I guess they're just paying me for something. I may have given it to somebody. I didn't know. 3 months later, I get an email. Hey, man, my paint oil never arrived. I'm like, well, let me look it up. And I looked up his name and it popped up. And sure enough, nothing came out. I didn't send anything because he never put his address down. He never gave me his address. So I emailed him back and I said, hey, bro, you never gave me your address. That's why you never got your paint oil. So I'm still waiting back to hear from him, man. Nobody orders something and forgets their freaking address on the form. Who does that anymore, pal? Psh, unreal. Psh, what, did you try to fill that out on your BlackBerry? Psh, nobody uses those anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Psh. Anyway, so it's 420. I say we should celebrate together. I sent another letter to Joe Rogan. We'll see if they respond or not. I offered to send them, paint oil if they would review it for me. But you guys, of course, contact Joe Rogan all you want on his website, joerogan.com. Click on contact at the top of the screen and just go crazy. Just go crazy, support the fuck out of me and prove it to me. And I will know that you guys love me when Joe Rogan or somebody representing him contacts me. And I will know that your love has been heard by others. And also, holy shit, something happened on Twitter today. I responded to someone on Twitter and I got 41 fucking likes on the tweet. And it wasn't y'all. None of you guys liked it. It was none of my followers. It was all new people. So something happened where my Twitter got fucking unlocked. I don't know, but people could see my tweet today. And like I said, man, I write good shit. The fact that I don't get any likes proves to me that no one is seeing my shit. When I get 41 likes, I know people can see. Oh, all of a sudden today I get 41 likes. 0 likes, 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 0 likes. Every day. All of a sudden, hey man, 41 fucking likes in an hour. Fuck you, Twitter. You're fucking pulling my dick. And I don't even get to come. How about the UFOs? I can debunk them. Can someone else? Nobody gives away $35 anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Be a little smarter than that, idiot. Please leave your ad. I don't know. It's 420 and I'm missing it. You guys are making me miss 420 with all of your blah, blah, blah. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabism for all. Let's turn off the AC. I will be blowing some smoke rings. For sure. Cheers. I can't find it. I don't know what that means. Anyhow, you might be wondering why I have this page up. It's because I told you guys to watch Thunderfoot, and I know a lot of you probably just ignored that. So I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to him debunk a little bit of UFO bullshit. Because, the better people get at making videos and presenting them to you, the easier you are to fool. That's what's going on. is even I have seen videos where I'm like, dude, that's a goddamn fucking pilot flying for the Navy saying that. And then sound drone, and then Thunderfoot eviscerates it. He rips it apart for all of you and myself to see that we were a little fooled. I mean, I wasn't thinking that it was a goddamn UFO. I just don't believe in that. But I was like, well, how the fuck do you explain it then? And I want an explanation, you know, so at least I can have confidence when I tell people UFOs are fucking bullshit, right? Watch this video. Watch this video. And you'll be just like that. You'll know that there are no fucking aliens. There have never been aliens. There will never be aliens. It is a fucking bullshit narrative, and he rips it apart. But I don't know what he says at this point. I'm already 22 minutes into the video, and there's 39 minutes total. So lots of good stuff left, I'm sure. We can always rewind and watch some of the other great stuff that he does. He rips them apart. And that includes Joe Rogan, who sits there and has all these asshole liars on his show. And it's like, that's unbelievable. And he's just blowing up the hype. But no, not Thunderfoot. I said, you know what, Joe Rogan? You should have Thunderfoot on your fucking show. You know, get somebody that's going to debunk all your bullshit that you've been playing for the last 2 or 3 years. Here we go. All your Eddie Bravo bullshit, conspiracy bullshit.
A small fuzzy blob? Well, because it's a long way away. And why doesn't it look like a plane? Well, like I was saying earlier, with the infrared, you mostly see what's coming.
Hey, Reese Michael Jacobson, you have some evidence you want to present? Is that why you're lolling at me and saying okay, nay? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you, Reese. Let me know. You guys pay attention to this guy, okay? Because this guy makes a lot more sense.
Coming off in the way of heat. So, planes don't tend to look like planes. They tend to look more like what's coming out of the engines. Are you ready for the amazing proof that this is actually from another world?
The fact that we have military personnel that witnessed multiple objects, and not only were they eyewitnesses personally, but we have it on official DoD video. It doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't get better than that. Jinmin, what's up?
Set your expectations to stunned. You're about to see absolutely all of the video evidence for the Tic Tac incident. One of the most compelling and
he got the fucking video
ever, and some of the best evidence that aliens are among us.
All right.
So let's familiarize ourselves briefly with what we have on the display.
This is what they showed us.
Important
Watch.
is this one here. This is the field of view, which says narrow. Narrow means the field of view here is about 1.5 degrees. The moon, for reference, is about 0.5 degree. So you get about 3 full moons across the field of view.
Nah. I tell you what, that proves that there's aliens, man. You and your friend with his cell phone video that mysteriously disappeared, that proves it, man. The men in black must have visited you and flashed you in the face with their little flashy thing. You fucking idiot.
At this magnification. However, when the zoom factor goes up by a factor of 2, the zoom factor will occasionally switch between 1 and 2 here, then the field of view is only about 3/4 degree, which basically means the full moon would just about fill the entire field of view. And there's another one which you'll see, is occasionally this will drop down to the wide field of view, which means that the field of view is about 6 degrees below.
Bro, I've had unexplained experiences too. Doesn't mean dick that there's fucking aliens. You fucking idiot. Shut up.
It's got a 2 times zoom on it as well, then it's only 3 degrees or so.
All right, cheers everybody. No law regarding cannabis.
Traveling at about half the speed of sound, Mach 0.5-ish. And it's relatively high, it's about 20,000 feet. The camera is pointing slightly upwards, whatever this object is. It is angularly slightly above the plane, and it's also to the right of the plane. It's 4 degrees to the right. That's where the camera pod is tracking. So if the plane's in the middle here,
cheers.
Object starts off 4 degrees to the right, and you'll see it slowly drifts across in front of the plane. Now, the other thing you need to know is at the moment, the infrared is set up such that white is hot, right? So you can have 2 modes on this. You can have either black is hot or white is hot. You know, you can choose which to get the best contrast. Okay. So you ready for this?
Bro, I've seen UFOs too. I've seen things I didn't know what they were in the sky. Everybody has. It's happened to me several times. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Must be aliens! That was my assumption. Must be aliens, because I saw something in the sky that I couldn't explain. But you know what? I'm not fucking some aeroscience fucking expert, dude, and neither are you. Shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. God. Just listen to the video and learn.
Aliens. So we start off with the narrow field of view, and the object is obviously fairly distant. He does zoom in 2 times, I think, at which point you can see...
Hey, Robert. What's up, son?
There's a load of optical artifacts, you know, sort of crap on the lens and that sort of thing. Yeah, all that there is basically dust and dirt on the lens somewhere. Anyway, he swaps over and he gets much better contrast. This looks like a distant, hot object, kind of like a plane flying along. And it's moving across in front of our jet here. So at the moment, the camera is looking 1 degree to the left.
Look, I know he's wordy, but I listen to him, and what he's explaining to you guys is why these objects appear to be moving so fucking fast. He explains it's all an optical illusion, and it's very simply explained. These planes are flying super fast up top, the ones that are taking these videos. They're going super fast. They're catching an airplane or a bird that's going, 1/20th of their speed, the opposite direction, with the contrast of the ground behind them. It makes it look like that object is going super fast. And that's what he's explaining. I want to break it down for you really quick, but go ahead and listen to fucking Thunderfoot, because he's the master.
Left. So it's moved from, a couple of degrees left, and there, boom. When he starts swapping between the various camera views, you see that it almost loses the tracking, and the object moves. Oh, look at that.
Bring me your anger and rage.
The window on the front of
I'll breathe it in and blow it out with my smoke rings.
So
how about
we're
that?
now up to 5 degrees, and we're still on an arrow field.
People
of
are
view,
so sad. Listen to
this
the
is about
fucking
the
chat.
size of the
Wah.
This is a distant plane. He's zoomed in a bit. And when he swaps between the camera views,
no law regarding
loses
cannabis.
tracking again,
Cannabis isn't justice
and,
for all. Bottom of the hour. Cheers, everybody.
That's it.
Smoke along with me.
That's it. That's the entirety of the video evidence for the Tic Tac incident.
Look at this. It's incredible. It is absolutely. There it goes. Look at that.
We're about to see the Tic Tac UFO incident account, which is, in my opinion, one of the most credible UFO accounts that there is.
I think I'm beginning to see why they needed to, how shall we say, augment this with reconstructions. That was their evidence. That's the actual evidence. So I've done a little augmented reality just to show you what's going on here. So on the top there,
Hey,
you've got
Edward!
the most important bit, which is, is the camera pointing to the left or to the right? There you've got roughly the cockpit, which is the direction the plane is going. That's not slightly not too much. But the map that you have here is about real size. So the size of the moon and the size
wait.
of the field of view
No,
of the
Hash!
is about right. So when he's...
Hash! Don't you know, bro? No, bro. Hash, don't you know? It's like space and time is this piece of paper, bro. And you fold it. And then you punch a hole through the middle of it. Haven't you heard that, Hash? I've only seen that in about fucking 8 movies. And it's dumb every time I fucking see it.
Zooms in a factor of 2, you get half the field of view. And when he zooms out, then you
Where's
get
the
about
proof that
twice the field
humans
of view.
are the
So
only
the
life
moon
in this
is
reality?
about,
I've got the proof right here, dumbass. You ready? His name is Rogan, but he's outside. My bad. Looks like I'm the dumbass. And his name was Rogan, but he's gone. There he is. Oh, my baby boy. Rogan. Come here, buddy. You want some cookies? Come here, I'll give you some cookies. We got the cookies. Come on, buddy. I'll bribe him with cookies. I don't give a fuck. Whatever it takes. Son? All right, here, let's move this out the way. There's your proof that humans are not the only life in this reality. That is not a human. It's a canine, Cobra Dad. Proof. Living proof. And let me show you some more living proof. My dog's ears. Look, it's almost pink. See that ear? Look at that. Look at that ear. Compared to the other one. This is the good ear over here. Compared to the good ear. See that? The fucking trendy paint oil in fucking 4 days. 2 applications or 3 applications of trendy paint oil in my dog's ear cleared up whatever the fuck that thing was in his ear and outside his ear. And what it was a red rash with white pustules inside and out. He was totally infected with something. And he's so much happier. And now if I hold up a Q-tip and I show him the trendy paint oil, he'll actually come over to me and let me put it in his ear. Let me see that. Come here. Yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? It softened up his ear. It was all rough and red and infected and pustuled and disgusting. And I put fucking trendy paint oil on a goddamn cotton swab on a Q-tip, and I put that in his ear. Dude, and his ear looks beautiful. There's some wax down in there, but your ear looks so good. I wish I could show everybody how good your ear looks, buddy. It looks so pink. You guys, look at this. Look, let me show them, okay? Just, no. Come here. Don't be scared. Something always happens, and then I can't do it. Here. Look at his ear. Hold still, buddy. It's okay. Here. Look. Cookie. I got more cookies for you. I got cookies. I got some cookies. I got more cookies for you. Yeah, and David Long, I just explained to you that I've seen UFOs too. You're not a fucking expert, and I'm not a fucking expert. All right? We're not fucking experts in identifying unidentified flying objects. Obviously, this guy is. He's a fucking expert. And he understands that what I saw and what you saw are perfectly explainable fucking things. And if you got it on video, send it to him and he'll fucking debunk it. Pay attention.
3/4 of a degree of field of view. So you can see the size of the object relative to the moon. Now, the top camera assumes that the pod is tracking perfectly, and the bottom one assumes that the object stays in the middle of the field of view. So about now, when there's a little spasm, you get some idea of, just how little the pod had to twitch in order to keep the tracking. So that's when it almost loses the tracking on the object for the first time. Now, towards the end, what you'll see is he drops out to a wide field of view.
God, we've only been live for 18 minutes.
Which is where the video cuts off. But what I want you to do is pay attention to the bottom video, which assumes that the camera pod just stops moving and you see that the object just moves
Takes off
out
to
of
the
field
left.
of view,
Boom.
as would be expected. Now, remember I told you, be super wary of video that cuts off at exactly the right moment, right? We know that this thing has up to a 6-degree field of view. So why don't we see what the pilot would have instinctively done, which is if you lost the object, you drop down to a lower magnification to reacquire the object. I mean, you see him do it merely a second before this. Clearly it just takes a fraction of a second, but I'm just going to go out on a limb here and suggest that what you would see if you did that is you would just see the plane drifting along as it had always been drifting along, and you could have reacquired the object, and that would have been it. But for some reason, these UFO people who really want you to know that this is really good evidence for UFOs didn't show
Cheers.
him dropping down.
No
to
law
the
regarding
wide
cannabis
field
isn't
of
disapproval.
view. Makes you think, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of reminds me of a lunar eclipse that I was videoing not too long ago. Into the light. So there's a huge temperature difference when you do that. When all of a sudden I observed the moon jump about 1/4 of a degree to the left, then immediately back again. Now there are two possible explanations for this.
Our moon is being subjected to some enormous force from outer space, a kind of energy beam.
That made the moon jump about 1,000 kilometers to the left, then immediately back again.
I estimate we have 11 days before our moon crashes down and destroys us.
Only Dr. Hans Zarkov, formerly at NASA, has provided any explanation.
I don't think we developed the technology. You know, I'm not going to talk low green man or any of that stuff. I'm just saying there's a lot out there that we don't know.
That's
Maybe
the douchebag. That's the
there's something.
douchebag right there.
Or maybe, just maybe, the motor on the mount spasmed for a second.
Are extraterrestrials making contact with Earth, or is it something else?
I mean, it could have been either.
Difference when you do that. Oh, well. Something's not twitchy there.
I mean, but what about the eyewitnesses? They all report seeing Tic Tacs.
Suddenly, the Tic Tac rockets past as a Tic Tac object suddenly forms up on their E2 and then just as quickly shoots away from sight.
It doesn't have rotor wash. There's no propulsion. There's no wings. It rapidly accelerates and disappears. Like, poof, gone. Weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Listen to the music.
I chased a UFO.
Yeah, great. And this is the best footage they got of it. Bizarre thing is, you listen to the eyewitness accounts, and it was all amazing. Blow your socks off.
He went following it down, and as soon as he went like that, this thing popped straight back out of the water, back up to 28,000 feet. What?
It literally gives me chills listening to this.
I mean,
Why? I can tell the guy's a fucking
Meanwhile,
liar.
the best
It doesn't
footage
give me
the
chills.
F-18 Super Hornets in the Navy could get was a slightly twitchy camera mount on what looks like a distant plane. The evidence certainly contradicts the eyewitnesses that say they had no obvious signs of propulsion.
When we saw the video with the IR, it has no exhaust. No discernible things of anything.
Look at Cucker.
It's clearly
Look at
off.
Cucker.
It
Cucker
contradicts the
Tarleton.
eyewitness reports about it moving
Chuckles.
quickly.
What's up, buddy?
And there's a bit of fear because now you're out there dealing with something that you have no idea what it is. It's actually reacting to what we're doing.
It clearly wasn't, and it contradicts the eyewitness reports about the pilot circling around.
Strange craft begins mirroring the turn rate of Fast Eagle.
And it was only when they flew towards it that it shot off.
Commander is now about a mile away as he maneuvers his Hornet to get behind the unknown craft.
Meanwhile, the evidence shows the Super Hornet in straight, level flight. It's not doing any turns at all, and there is another object drifting across in front of it. Minus the contrails, it looks like two planes on slightly divergent courses. The sort of thing that is unremarkable in the skies almost anywhere in the world. Yeah, just a slight divergent course like that. The eyewitness pilot claims that he was flying his Super Hornet for an intercept, leading the object to where it was going to be.
I'm kind of pulling nose, to where he's going to be, and he's coming up. He just rapidly accelerates beyond anything that I've ever seen.
Whereas in the actual evidence, it shows that the object had just drifted off to the left. He was flying away from the object. Yeah, if his idea of flying to make an intercept is to fly in a perfectly straight line whilst the object drifts off towards the left, worst pilot ever.
Weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I chased a UFO.
And only at the very end is there a slight twitch in the camera mount.
The fact that we have military personnel that witnessed multiple objects, and not only were they eyewitnesses personally, but we have it on official DoD video, it doesn't get better than that.
Look, there are guys out there with YouTube channels posting amazing videos from Super Hornet cockpits.
I love how he keeps showing parts from those shows, how they tried so hard to hype it, Oh, and the fake excitement that these guys showed when they were watching the video, oh god, he keeps showing it over and over again. It's hilarious.
But all these people claimed amazing visual sightings.
Some mosquito in here. I want to.
So from what you know about aerodynamics, mechanics, physics, should this be possible, what you saw?
Not with the technology that we have today.
But apparently, none of them could operate a camera.
Oh, cocker.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. They had to delete everything because of some mysterious civilians, curiously leaving
Cucker Charles.
no evidence. Now, what a coincidence. Until, of course, this amazing video comes to light that corroborates their account completely. From all places where it completely opposes it. Hell, I got more interesting stuff when I pointed a thermal camera at the sky for about 20 minutes. Hell, check this out. I actually recorded an alien leaving Earth in a UFO and reaching orbit in about a second or so. Or it could have been a bee. Difficult to say.
It could have been a bee.
There's a lesson there about reaching for utterly incredible explanations.
I'm serious. Only this morning in the courtyard, I saw a horse with 2 heads and 2 bodies.
When there's a perfectly sensible, simple explanation directly to hand.
2 horses standing next to each other.
Yes, I suppose it could have been.
So, three amazing pieces of UFO footage were declassified by the Pentagon, confirming, maybe, that we're not alone. Well, we're now 2/3 the way through that amazing declassified footage. And what have we got so far? A duck and a slightly twitchy camera mount. Now, you might have said, of course, if you're going to look at the evidence, then you're going to find out that it's BS. But isn't that the point? Millions of people will look at these videos and they'll be amazed at a UFO flying at hyperspeed over the ocean and a Super Hornet chasing down a UFO with otherworld technology. And the sad reality is, for everyone who watches this video and goes, so that's what it is. 100 will watch the UFO declassified videos and will think that that was credible evidence for alien spacecraft. Yeah, debunking disinformation and explaining why it's disinformation has always kind of been what this channel's been about. And for that, I really want to thank those who support this channel through Patreon. And it's because of folks like you that I can actually make videos like this with a really very...
And the 2004 Nimitz incident is the best evidence we have to begin to answer that question.
Look at this. It's incredible.
It is absolutely... There it goes.
Look at that.
Well, last week I looked at the first video released by the Pentagon, the Go Fast incident, which rather disappointingly turned out to be a duck or something. You know, all you really had to do was understand what the numbers on the display meant, and you could work it all out, with maybe the most simplest being the range to the object coming up as about 4 miles, which means...
See, that's why I don't understand. After this guy came out on Joe Rogan, why didn't some pilots just come out and say, dude, that's got to be a fucking bird? You know, where they understand what those numbers were on that screen like he does. You know? Fucking people just believe shit, or they're just lazy, or they don't want to get involved, or whatever the fuck.
Since you know the field of view of the camera, you can work out that the object is about 1 meter long, about the size of a decent bird, and it's
hey,
pushing along.
Cobra Dad,
because the plane is at about
Google this. Bah!
At 20,000 feet, the bird at about 10,000 feet, and the plane is going past it at about the speed of sound. Now I know what the UFOologists will be saying. How could these expert pilots not have identified such a simple phenomena as seeing a bird? Well, 2 obvious explanations spring to mind. The first is, they did. It's just not on the portion of the footage that was released.
You hear that?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said? He goes, that looks like an albatross. Did you hear him say that? That looks like an albatross. He's like, ah. Did you guys hear him say it looks like an albatross? And they don't play you that part of the video. So listen to him say it again.
Phenomena as seeing a bird. Well, two obvious explanations spring to mind. The first is they did. It's just not on the portion of the footage that was released.
That looks like an albatross. Oh, okay. Looks like an albatross. Oh, okay. You didn't hear that part? Tucker Tarleson didn't play that part of the video for you, did he? And I'm sure that wherever else the fuck you saw... Oh, Joe Rogan's show didn't play that part of the video for you either, I'm sure, right? Looks like an albatross. Those two douchebags that came on Joe Rogan's... They looked him right in the eye, and they fucking lied to him, and they gave him select pieces of video that this guy was able to get, that Thunderfoot was able to go get. That's why you should watch Thunderfoot. Step into fucking reality with Thunderfoot. 2 zeros in the word foot. Thunderfoot, all one word with 2 zeros instead of 2 O's.
Oh my gosh. Of the footage that was released.
Okay. Oh my gosh, dude.
Look at it, it's hella fast. Look at it flying.
This is something that's going to come
It's
up
hella
again
fast. Look at
and
it
again in
flying.
these videos.
It's a fucking fast bird. They're,
The video
hey, man.
mysteriously cut off
I bet you
just as it's
albatrosses
getting
fly
interesting.
fast as fuck.
Seriously.
Okay, Google. Top speed of an albatross. Oh my god! Fucking 78 miles an hour! Those things can go fast with a fucking tailwind on them. And you're going the other way, the opposite direction, at that angle that he's talking about. That's hilarious.
Like, what happened for the next minute of this encounter? Or are you really telling me?
Hey, look
that
at the
whoever
time.
did these
It's
videos
4:20 in
didn't believe the
Newfoundland.
most
Cheers,
interesting
everybody.
part? Or it could, of course, just be that the pilots in this case were caught off guard by this. You know, it was just the first time they'd
Smoke some
actually
junk.
seen something like this, which happens surprisingly frequently. Allow me to give you an example. I would probably be considered an expert on infrared optics and infrared imaging. I know a lot about these cameras, but in the process of making this video, I decided I was going to get some infrared footage of the sky, and was stunned when a strange tic-tac shaped object floated gently into the field of view with no signs of propulsion.
If you can imagine a 47-foot-long Tic Tac, they didn't have any wings, they didn't have any propulsion system.
Then I was amazed to see it just disappear. Defying the laws of physics, because there wasn't even a sonic boom. You know, maybe some sort of warp drive or teleport technology. Well, I could be telling the truth about everything there, and still be absolutely wrong about the conclusion. Now, the plane coming into land, sorry, the unidentified flying object in this case, that is the UFO in this case, certainly does vanish in the infrared. This footage is absolutely genuine. The rest, you would just have to take my word for. But why should you distrust me? I accurately described what's on the video. Okay, so let's take a look at this a little more cynically. A tic-tac shaped object. What, you mean like the fuselage of a plane? That sort of tic-tac shaped object? You know, most planes viewed in profile do look kind of like tic-tacs. And small objects which are hard to locate, you know, when you're flipping, say, between looking at a computer display close at hand and the sky, are easy to lose. And all of this is because your eyes have a remarkably narrow field of high-definition vision. Give or take, hold both of your thumbs out at arm's length and put your thumbnails next to each other. That's about the field of high-resolution vision that you have. So why does it feel like you've got a great field of high resolution vision? Well, it turns out your eyes are twitching around all the time and your brain just stitches the image together such that it feels like you have a wide field of high resolution vision. In reality, not so much. Now, points like this come across very clearly when you're, say, trying to locate the first star in the evening sky and you lose it for a second. Trying to locate it again can be almost impossible unless you're looking directly at it. So small faint objects like this can be really hard to relocate, especially if there's a change in focus between the close object and the distant one. So yeah, I mean,
And I will tell you how you can relocate a star like that. Look slightly away from where it is. The outside of your eye is what detects the light, not the inside of your eye. So if you look away from it, your periphs will catch that light and will draw your eye right back to it. Pretty cool, huh? He didn't tell you that, but I know it. I know how eyes work too.
Could quite easily be that when I was going between looking at the computer screen and looking up at the tic-tac shaped object that I saw, that I might have just lost track of it. And the rest, well, I just interpolated. I couldn't see it, therefore it must have shot off at hypersonic speeds. And, of course, he clearly shows evidence of an infrared cloaking device. Now let's say, for sake of argument, that I couldn't actually work it out myself. Yeah, I actually believed that I'd seen a UFO here and that aliens were among us.
Why is this not page one news everywhere?
Well, it should be, absolutely.
I could simply add the virtuous lie to this, that the CIA turned up and confiscated all of my computers.
Sir Voorhees has his own visit by unknown officials on the Princeton.
Well, they were plainclothes people that came aboard on the helicopter. It was my chain of command that took control of the tapes from me.
The link between the Tic Tacs and these men is unknown. How they became aware of the UFO encounters and how they arrived so quickly on board after the event is also a mystery.
But they just missed this little fragment of video. And the fact that they don't want you to know about the truth just shows what strong evidence this video actually is. Now the irony is, quite a lot of what I've told you here is true. I was getting infrared video of the sky. In fact, what I was hoping to get was seeing what the heat signatures on the planes coming into land looked like. And what happened here blindsided me completely for about 3 seconds. Good, so this is the actual infrared footage. The first thing you've got to understand about thermal cameras is they've got this thermal range on them. So you can actually either increase the thermal range such that, you know, the dark is whatever, -20 and light is +20 or something. Or you can have a really narrow thermal range such that, you know, I can do this and I can find out which cars
and
have
they
been running
could have
more
done that on
recently
their
because they got
camera
off
too.
engine, and which ones haven't.
Blurred it all out so you just see a little.
Which cars or expand it a little, find out
Unreal,
which cars
pal.
have been sitting in the sun and which ones haven't. So there's all sorts of things that I can actually tell from this. But we're mostly interested in this case in the sky. So I've got to rack this all the way over to everything's cold up in the sky here, right? It's a hot summer's day, so the ground here is, 20, 30 degrees. The clouds are 10ish. Here is our tic-tac shaped object. So let's actually give ourselves a decent thermal range and we'll see what happens. And as the tic-tac object comes out, it vanishes, and then hang on, then it reappears, and then it gets really bright, and then it gets really bright, and it's like, okay, maybe that wasn't cloaking, maybe it was just really, oh my god, it's vanished again, and it reappears again. At which point, you know instantly what's going on. Metal objects are super reflective in the infrared. So here's nice infrared footage of a passenger jet about to take off, and as it scrolls forwards, you will be able to see the reflection of the flue gases on the fuselage, because the metal is very shiny in the infrared. our plane is cloaked here. Sorry, our UFO is cloaked here. Let me drop the thermal range down there. As he comes in, you will see there is absolutely no vanishing whatsoever. It's just an artifact of the plane's being really reflective. So basically, when it's over here, you're seeing the reflection of the sky, which is almost as cold as the camera can detect. So there's not much.
Now you know. Now you know. What's up, Raider Robbie? Now all you gotta do is watch Thunderfoot on YouTube. Thunderfoot with 2 zeros instead of 2 O's. It's 2 zeros. Thunderfoot. Hey, Allie. I am feeling so much better. So much better. But the debunking he does of the flying duck is fantastic too. Hey, hippie chick. It's fantastic. No chance there's live out there. There's life out there. No chance. No chance. Did you hear what he said at the beginning? I don't know if you caught it. Here, listen to the very, very beginning.
The fact that we have military personnel that witnessed multiple objects, and not only were they eyewitnesses personally, but we have it on official DoD video, it doesn't get better than that.
Suddenly the object begins.
See, he's basically saying what they're calling the holy grail of all sightings is bullshit. So he's basically, do you understand? So he's debunking every other one. And that's why he keeps showing the way, I was talking about this before, that's why he keeps showing them hyping it up, and Tucker Carlson hyping it up, and, fucking all these other idiots hyping it up. Dude, he'll show one. Here, watch this. It's all right here. Watch.
To rise into the air. And it has no wings. As the dogfight unfolds, he quickly turns and dives to bring his jet's nose ahead of the object to close the distance. Suddenly, the Tic Tac rockets past. It's gone beyond the horizon in the blink of an eye.
It's so dramatic.
One of the ship's fighter jets engaged a strange object in the sky, capturing footage of the incident on its infrared camera.
This is not some crazy person with their cell phone on Instagram, right? This is a $15 billion aircraft carrier with its radar systems.
I just Ron Placoned. Look. That's the video where the guy says it's an albatross, and he's like, oh. And the other guy's like, oh, it's an albatross. He's like, look at that sucker go. Because they fly almost 80 miles an hour. Right? They were commenting on how fast the bird was flying. But these douchebags, they want to sit there and play it off like this was the most amazing thing and not tell you that the guys, literally pilots, spotted it, said it was a fucking albatross.
Three amazing pieces of footage were released by the Pentagon.
Everything state of the art. What is that?
Evidence that extraterrestrials have visited our planet and are actually watching American aircraft carriers.
This feels like a really big story to me. I'm not, it's not exactly clear why Vladimir Putin's more interesting than this.
Now in this video, we're going to investigate the Tic Tac incident.
These are the witnesses of one of America's most unusual UFO encounters in history. Navy veterans and a band of brothers that want you to know that what they witnessed is real. This is their story.
Can you talk us through the technology that you witnessed?
If you can imagine a 47-foot-long Tic Tac, they didn't have any wings, they didn't have any propulsion system.
Where a US Navy fighter pilot actually chased down a UFO until it shot off at unbelievable speed.
And the 2004 Nimitz incident is the best evidence we have to begin to answer that question.
Look at this. It's incredible.
It is absolutely.
There it goes. Look at that.
And in less than 2 seconds, it was gone. And you figure you're talking 50 miles of visibility, and you can easily see an object that size easily out to 10 miles, and it just disappeared in.
That guy right there is the worst of them all. He's such a douchebag. Oh my God. He's the worst of them all. Ugh. Cucker Tarlson. Cucker Tarlson with a T. I just reversed the 2 letters from Tucker Carlson to Cucker Tarlson. Because he always has this look on his face like he's Cucker. Look at that. Look at that look on his face. Cucker Tarlson. Hey, Cucker. Hey, Cucker. You getting cucked, Cucker? Look at that look on his face. Looks like he's getting cucked. It's just totally fitting. Cucker Tarlson. Cucker. He always has that look on his face. One of my lost socks. Blayhoo. Cucker Tarlson. Cucker Tarlson. You guys, thanks for watching my show. Hope you enjoyed it. These are unacceptable numbers for a Sunday. Unacceptable. Did the DOD shut me down? Hey, Frankie. The DOD must have shut me down on several channels, even though I do see YouTube and I do see Twitch. I wonder if the Facebook is still up, huh? Oh, yep, Allie Canner's on Facebook. There we go. Nick Brown's on Facebook. There we go. Raider Robbie, Facebook. There we go. Lots of YouTubers. Yo, YouTubers. Hello, YouTubers. You're now at the Madison Square Garden with me, your host and commentator, Howard Cosell, sitting here with the current champion, a man of all men, a man of mankind, definitely a champion of all champions, toe for toe, pound for pound, possibly the greatest fighter to ever play the sport of boxing, Muhammad Ali. Welcome and thank you for joining us today on ABC Sports. Hey, what's up, Camille? Camel Toe! What's up, Camel Toe? Belayhu! Camel Toe's here, Belayhu. Just so you would know. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. These numbers are god-awful. 23. Psh, unreal. Nobody does 23 viewers anymore, pal. Psh. You need at least 35 to keep going. Very sad. I'm sitting here doing leg lifts with my 6.6 pound dumbbell. It's kind of hurting my thigh a little bit. I'm feeling the burn, baby. I'm feeling the burn, baby. Corey, what's up? So people in COVID task force are in quarantine like Fauci. I heard about that. Isn't that crazy? I love that Steve Running is so fucking informed. I love that. A champion among champions. Whoever has ever played the sport of boxing before him, or he who ever followed in his footsteps, of giant proportions. Possibly Sugar Ray Leonard, the deadliest boxer in sports today. Pound for pound. The most winningest boxer today in all of boxing sports history. Here at the Madison Square Garden, I am Howard Goso. COVID task force are in quarantine like Fauci. That's it, huh? Psst. Unreal. Nobody does chatting anymore, pal. Psst. Unreal. I got 8 minutes left on this fucking bad boy. What are we going to do for 9 minutes, guys? 8 minutes, I mean. I could show you puppy time. It's 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 time for puppies. His ear is clear. This is actually his clean ear. I don't ever have to clean that one. It's puppy time because it's time for puppies. What the fuck, dude? Really? There we go. Dude, I got the brightness all the way up. But for some reason, you can't see how clean that ear is. Huh. Huh. Oh, let me try this. No, that doesn't help much. Yeah, it's fucking just dark down there. There's no light. His ear is in total darkness. I was just trying to make up for it. Ooh. Look at me with the brightness turned up. Let's get really freaky. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Wow, what's up, everyone? Training Airport in. Hey, everybody. I look crazy. Look at me, I look crazy, everybody. What's up? I look like a crazy man on the internet. Look at me, I'm looking real crazy and weird. I got a weird thing going on here. But my shirt, look at my shirt. I'm going into infinity with my shirt. You cannot see it. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you, Ali. Wow. You mastering that nectar collector? Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Bleh. Bleh. Hello, Bridget. Hello. That is my hand and my fingers, which you cannot see. I like how it puts it in like this flashy thing, man. I hope you guys can see it as flashy as I see it. It's flashy. It's flashy, man. Psh, unreal. Unreal, pal. Psh. Psh. Unreal. Unreal, pal. Psh. 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 Unreal. Psh. Mm. Oh, God. God bless America. I said, the nectar collector. I said, I hope you've mastered the nectar collector. You know, I know you probably had to make some adjustments so it would work right for you. I hope you did it. That was fun. That was fun. I burned off a few minutes doing that shit. I got pizza in the kitchen I can eat, which I'm gonna probably go do. Because I made a pizza. I'm so hungry. It's so good. Burn the roof of my mouth. I don't give a fuck. What? I'm gonna put something on YouTube. Chill for a little bit. Maybe watch some goddamn on the goddams. What do you think about that? What? What can I talk about for 4 minutes? 3 minutes. What can I talk about for 3 minutes? I could talk about trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about for 3 minutes. Trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. Trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. Trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. Trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. Doing it. I got a pizza. Yeah, I could talk about my pizza. It's a frozen pizza that I cooked 400 degrees, 26 minutes or so. Cooked a little light, 25, something like that. I pulled it out early. I didn't want it overdone. It gets the job well enough. Good, Allie, good. Dude, is my white balance going back to fucking blue and shit? Or is that my imagination? Dude, get your fucking auto bullshit off my goddamn white balance, you fucking weird motherfuckers. What are you doing? Dude, you turn off automatic and it keeps adjusting. You're like, what the fuck? Making me look like a goddamn blueberry. Which isn't a bad thing because I love blueberries. And I'm going to try to grow some blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. It's going to be fucking awesome. Psh, unreal. Unreal, pal. Psh. Psh. Nobody does blueberries, strawberries, blackberries too. Oh, God. Blackberries and raspberries, man. You know, I want to make a moat around the house full of water just so I can have blackberries and raspberries around it. Just so they get water all the time. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome? Oh, man. I need a big watering area. It would be just beautiful. Oh, I love blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So thanks for watching my show, everybody. If you want to help promote me, head on over to joerogan.com, click on contact, and send him a nice note. Tell him about all the things that you've seen on the show. And let him know, you know, he should try my trendy paint oil at least. You know, let me send him some trendy paint oil. All right, guys. Take care. Talk to you later.